Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Cosmic Groovy, and I know that I look very different. Well, I cut my hair into a blunt bob and I dyed it red because I need to see my hair actually growing. It's been a long time since I've literally seen my hair look how it should be. I've been natural for going on 4 years in a few months, and I'm not gonna lie, like, it's been an experience. I've done a lot of silk presses. I get depressed sometimes. I stop taking care of it. Some products stop working for me. And when you don't have anywhere to go and you're just sitting in the house during the pandemic, I kind of stopped doing my hair last year, and I was doing a lot of wash and go. So I had a lot of breakage. So, you know, I'm trying to take care of it now. I know, like, way too late. But I did a blunt bob. I think she's a cute girl. But this is not a hair video. My name is Cosmic Groovy here on YouTube, so I will be talking about astrology, the cosmos, the universe, what you are a part of, because I think it's very weird to not question and dig in and look into the universe and the planets that surround this earth that you live on, in this universe that you are living and experiencing. So that being said, I'm just going to hop into this video. This is not like a set topic type of video on one thing. I'm going to be going into a few different topics, just diving in. Some things need to be addressed, and I don't think people understand how serious it is and how serious astrology is, or like it's not really taken serious and it's looked at as a joke, which really baffles me because there's a lot of proof. And if you look in the main stage of society in the world that we live in today, a lot of things astrologically make sense. Today I want to talk about relationships, and this does not have to be boyfriend girlfriend, boyfriend boyfriend, girlfriend girlfriend. This can be relationships with friends, relationships with your children, relationships with your siblings, your parents, co-workers, bosses, relationships. Synastry, or synastry as some people say, I like to say synastry. Synastry charts are one of the most important things, I think, when it comes to forming relationships, because everything is energy. Scientifically, you are energy, you are frequency. You tune into frequencies. You are on a wavelength, whether you know it or not. It's just like a song on the radio, and you're turning the radio to a different frequency. Like, everything is energy, but your energy is your energy. And when you come with, when you're going forward with someone else, you're now tuning into their frequency and their energy and their makeup and what works for them and their perspectives in their life and everything else. And a lot of times, a lot of relationships are forced, and what happens is somebody has to compromise or either change who they are all the way, and that defeats the purpose, because what you're supposed to do is come together and try, you know, to make it work with who you are and your traits. But if you have to change yourself all the way, it defeats the purpose. So this is going to be that type of video. I'm holding my camera because it's acting so silly and it's like slanted. I just want to, like, just give me a break. Give me a break. You have your own wavelength. You have your own energy, right? You are your own person. You have your own sun sign with your own moon sign, with your own Mercury sign, with your own Venus. Now, your sun is your personality. That's your ego. Your moon sign, that's what you want. That's what you feel. That's your emotions. What makes you feel fulfilled, what you need, what you want. That's your nurturing. That's your soul, basically. So you could deal with someone, right? And you could like how they are. You could like their personality. You could like how they present themselves on the outer, and their ego, their identity. But how do they make you feel? Now, this is serious when it comes to forming relationships, and this is why a lot of relationships don't last as well. So the ego, that's a mask. The ego is a character. You see me right now, you see Sagittarius, that's who you're seeing. You might see my Taurus rising, because she's a Taurus rising, but you're seeing right now my identity, my personality, my character. When I cut this camera off and I unmask, and I unmask myself and I zip down, I'm now in my comfort state. That's how people are different. Like, once you get to know someone, you see a different side of them, because now you're comfortable with them. You're now seeing their moon sign. You're now seeing what makes them feel nurtured, and they're letting down the guard. The ego is just the character. It's a movie that we're living in. This is a movie. You are a character in your own movie right now. And this ego is here to go get what you feel. That's why feelings are everything. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't feel it, you don't feel happy, you don't feel loved, what is that? Feelings are everything. We are literally here to go get the soul what the soul needs. That's why your soul knows. That's why you're on a soul mission. That's why you are a spiritual person. You are a being, right? So this ego that we have is nothing but just a character, just an identity that we use to go get what the soul wants. It's just here to act out what we feel, what we want. This is why feelings are everything. Like, how you feel displays outwardly. If you're depressed, how do you keep your surroundings? How do you present yourself? When you're happy, how do you present yourself? When you're really deeply internally happy, not putting on a facade, right? Everything is yin yang. Everything is balanced. Masculine, feminine, no gender. We have everything of everything inside of us. We are a mix of both. It's just how we integrate it, right? So the sun, your ego, is considered masculine energy. The sun is the start of the day. It shines upon us. It makes us happy. It gives us warmth and love. The sun is happiness. It's what starts the day. It's what begins the day. It's how you set forth and you go forth, how you go forward in life. Your ego, what people see, your sun sign. Now the moon comes out at night. This is the dark spaces. This is why feminine energy is considered dark. This is the comfort, the mothering, the nurturing, the lullaby that sings you to sleep. How you feel your emotions. This is what you need to be fulfilled. This is your soul, basically. So when you meet someone, ideally you're meeting their rising sign, how they go forward in life, like how they see life, like the lens that this person sees life in, how they're ascending towards life. Like me, I'm a Taurus rising, so how I view the world, I need comfort, I need stability. Like that is how I see life. Like if I'm not in that, I'm uncomfortable. Like I need to be going forward to just have some type of comfort. I could be very lazy, I like to eat, I'm very greedy, I'm a foodie. So this is how I'm ascending towards life. This is also when people first meet me, this is who they see, my Taurus rising. How you dress as well depicts your rising sign. So Taurus risings, we have like our own style. Like it's like a bohemian, like I'm a Sag as well, so I'm a little tomboyish, but Taurus risings, like it's ruled by Venus. So like I like dangly earrings, I like aesthetic, I like gold, like I just drag it out. When you first see somebody, you're really meeting their rising sign. As you get to know them, you get to know their personality, you're meeting their sun sign, and then when you're comfortable with them, you're meeting their moon sign. But it doesn't stop there. You also have a Mercury sign. Now this is how you process logic, how you speak, how you communicate, how you take in information. If you have a Mercury sign in a fire sign like me, I'm a Sagittarius Mercury as well. So I'm very blunt. I process things very deeply. I analyze things deeply. I have to have questions answered. I don't stop digging for the truth. And I just say what it is. Facts are facts. I'm not going to take your perceived delusion and make that into a fact because it says right here. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how I am. Like it says this right here. So that's how I am. But you can have someone with a water Mercury and they take it to heart, like how I speak. Like they would take it to heart. It's too blunt for them. Like water signs are very sensitive, very emotional. They need passion in their conversations. They need it to be smooth. They need it to be loving. They need it to be like flowy. They don't care for the harsh fire. Like you have to look at the elements as well. So say I met somebody, they like my personality, we hit it off, but you know how I communicate, it doesn't mix. And if communication is everything, so it's like, you know, if we're not hitting it off when it comes to communication, we're going in circles and we're now forcing it in these arguments. It's like nobody's bad, nobody's good, and nobody's bad. It's just our energy makeup, we just don't mix. But then this is where we get serious, and for this I'm going to talk about relationships for this part. You have a Venus, right? Now your Venus is how you attract, like how do you attract in people, like how are you viewed, like when it comes to attraction, or how you love. Venus is beauty, love, art, fashion. Libra and Taurus is ruled by Venus, first of all, but Venus is just here to have a good time. Like Venus is just the sensuality of life, there's social presence and just luxury and just let's just have fun. So in a lot of relationships, right, 9 times out of 10, especially people that are not into astrology, they are really dating and forming relationships off of Venus compatibility. Now Venus, like I said, this is just like a luxury. Let's have a good time, let's just eat and wine and dine and go to art galleries, and like this is Venus energy. But Venus doesn't really care about your feelings. That's the moon. So this is why people get into relationships and they form friendships and let's have a good time and let's have this Venus compatibility and this sun sign compatibility. But then years go in and the going gets tough and you need emotional support, but your moon signs are incompatible. Now, if you're forming a relationship with someone, the whole point of a relationship is for someone to help you, support you emotionally as well. It's not just, oh, we're just gonna be two ego heads with each other and 2 sun signs and just 2 characters. That defeats the purpose. Your moon, that's you need that to feel nurtured and fulfilled, and feelings are everything. Like, how does this person make you feel? Not what are you doing with this person, how are they treating you and how they come across in life, but how are they making you feel? The moon is everything. The moon is considered the matriarch. The moon is feminine energy. It's dark. The womb is a dark space. The nighttime, the lullaby, your mom nurturing you. Breastfeeding is moon energy. This is why everything is yin and yang and it's balance. And we need this type of nurturing when we form relationships with people. Not like someone has to be your mother, but you want to feel. You know, everything is energy. You are already vibration. So this is very important. And I'm noticing, like, I do tarot readings, I do birth charts, and nobody really gets synastry charts done. And this is very important because if you're not meshing energetically, remember, it's fire, air, water, and earth. If you're not meshing, you can't force it. And why change yourself? You just have to be compatible with someone that's compatible with you, with your elements and your vibe and your frequency. That's it. Especially like if it's you're changing your whole self. Like, balance is needed, compromise is needed. Some things have to be changed within ourselves. But if you're changing your whole self and you're arguing every day with someone who just doesn't get it because their Mercury sign just might be in Aquarius, so they're going to overthink and super process what you're saying, and you have a Mercury in Taurus, you see, like everything needs, like it doesn't stop at boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, this is your parents. Like, you can figure out why you maybe can't get through to your mom, or why your dad acted the way he did, or just, you know, like why the relationship doesn't seem to get past where it could go, or why you and your siblings argue so much, or why you might get along so much, or even when interviewing someone for a job. Like, say you're a business owner and you should be doing synergy charts for job interviews, for co-workers, for people that you want to make your children's godparents. You should be seeing their compatibility with your child. You could do it for your child to see how to overcome battles that you might that you'll be able to prevent with your child, because maybe they just adapt and process things very differently than you. Me, my mother, and my father are all Scorpio moons. My dad is a Leo, so we're both fire signs with a Scorpio moon, and my dad is also a Taurus rising. So I get along better with my dad than I would my mom. But me and my mom are very close, but like, he gets me a bit more. He gets my need for expansion. Well, my mom is a Pisces and she just wants me in the house. You get what I'm saying? So things like this are important, especially like, you want to know, like, me and my dad, like, we used to clash a lot, like, growing up, like, but I'm also a fire Mars. I'm a Leo Mars. So he's a Leo, I'm a Leo Mars. I'm already a Sagittarius sun, and then I have a Sagittarius Mercury. So how I speak, I'm fiery. How I move, your Mars is how you put forward your energy, how you physically act it out, how you assert yourself. I'm already fiery. So to him, I'm like I'm being a disrespectful child, but to me, I'm confused because I'm just doing what I'm doing. Like, what am I doing to you? Like, I don't know. But it's just so important. And I have now been asked to run a page on Instagram called @Sagittariously. I will be putting the name in the video so you could follow. And I'm posting a lot of Sagittarius memes for right now, but all signs welcome. Stay tuned. Cosmic Groovy, Astro Facts. But a lot of people are not understanding, like, especially like running like a Sagittarius meme page. Not every Sagittarius is the same. Nobody is the same. Like, that's common sense. But on top of your own DNA, your own genetic makeup, your own perspective, you also have your own birth chart. Nobody in the world has your birth chart, not even twins. You have your own angles, your own degrees, because your sun sign, your moon, your every planet that you have is also in a degree. On top of, they're also in different houses. So I have my sun in the 7th house. I have a 7th house stellium. What a stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in one house, and I have like 4 or 5 planets in my 7th house. So the 7th house is the house of partnerships in relationships. This is why I feel like good talking about relationships more so than anything, because my whole life is relationships. Like, I act better when I'm in relationships. I feel better about myself when I'm in a relationship. And this is hard because I'm also trying to learn who I am and identify myself and my soul and my mission here on earth. But I am more comfortable being around others and in partnerships and in relationships. That's where I come alive. So, you know, learning a lot about that as well. But then this is also how, you know, how you integrate this with other people, like how you coming with someone else, and you're like somebody like me. I act out more in relationships and I feel better about myself in relationships. Okay, now what type of person am I attracting in? Because it's also projection at the same time. You attract in how you feel about yourself. So, you know, a lot comes with it. A lot comes with a lot. Well, y'all know, like, y'all human too, but honestly, like, I just recommend everybody doing a synastry chart. Like, honestly, like, let me tell you something. When you get in a relationship with somebody and y'all hit it off, and then, you know, everything's going and the going gets great, and then 10 years down the line, this person cheats on you and they go find someone else. You want to know why? Because now you're in your comfort, you're in your moon. You're not in Venus anymore. Like, Venus is like beauty and aesthetic and having a good time and luxury. But as you get older, Venus starts to fade. So what happens is, once you're spending more and more time with someone, you're now in their moon. So this person that was attracted to your Venus, but you guys have no emotional compatibility, this is what makes people start to cheat and go for the mistress and the younger woman and the, you know, more beautiful, in their mind, more beautiful, more aesthetically pleasing person, because your Venus fades and they're looking for that Venus compatibility. But the truth is, the moon is everything. But you would want to be compatible with someone that has moon and Venus compatibility with you. This is speaking on relationships. I have my moon in Scorpio and my Venus is in Scorpio. So whoever's like attracted to me aesthetically, like through my attraction with love and Venus and how I make them feel, it's the same energy. They conjunct because they're both Scorpio. So I'm lucky with that. But for some people out there that have 2 different elements or 2 different signs, you know, this is important. So I just came here to say that because I want to just start doing the series, but a lot of people like don't understand the basics of things. And, you know, I want to start doing Venus compatibility, what each sign should be looking forward in a relationship with the sign they're compatible with, the do's and don'ts. You know, I want to start talking about what's going to happen. And this is very important. It's very serious. You know, we're all here on a mission. We all have a purpose. And why waste time? Why argue with people? Why change all the way who you are? Like, unless it needs to be changed about yourself. But, you know, that's why when you figure yourself out, you'll be able to understand your needs and wants and what makes you feel, you know, fulfilled in life before you try to integrate it with someone else. You have to figure out yourself. So birth charts are #1 most important. And before we even get to synastry, but, you know, for people that are in relationships, I know how it goes. Like, I know what it's like to be trying to figure things out and force it because there was once that connection, and where did it go, and maybe I could get it back. And some things need to be looked at astrologically. You could follow me on Instagram at Cosmic Groovy, Twitter at Cosmic Groovy. You can follow me there. You can text me. Just kidding. But in the meantime, yeah, that was just on my mind. I just wanted to talk about that before I started like making my entrance with just straight Cosmic Groovy stuff, because I am here to do that. So that's it. I'm out. I hope everybody's having a great start of the new year. Mercury retrograde is beating everyone's ass, but you know, it's over now. Maybe a little shadow period, but after that, let's get it going. This year is surely going to be something, so it's only right that we start talking about these cosmos. So that's just that. I'm kid free right now, and I'm not going to sit here in front of this camera. So that's just that. Peace out. Deuces.